What is good, everyone? Today is Friday, December 12th. I will be trading in Nasdaq like I always do. And today is honestly going to be a really interesting day for me today. So the reason I say that is because, honestly, I'm going to have to be really cautious with my psychology today. Because the main reason is there's something on my mind. And like, I feel like I'll do my analysis first and I'll explain this, honestly. So I'm coming into this session with a bullish bias. So honestly, even though like right now we're kind of dumping, I don't know why. I just feel like when I look at the weekly and I see these, like, I know this high, sort of this high, but there's these relative equal highs. I feel like that's a good draw. On the 4-hour, right? Like, we actually inverted this gap. I guess we did put in an SMT at this high. But at least ES right now is trading inside this 4-hour gap over here. So, yeah, so honestly, I'm probably going to be setting conditions. So, like, for example, this 1-hour gap right here. This would be an amazing condition where, like, let's say if we keep respecting this 1 hour, I could say the draw is going to be this low down here, which is that previous week's low. No, yeah, it is previous week's low. I don't know if we're necessarily going to come that far, especially on a Friday. Like, it's definitely possible we could shop on today, but this 1 hour is an amazing condition. If we start running straight through this 1 hour, and if at 10 a.m. we close through this 1 hour, I am 110% being bullish. And the thing is, when you start coming down to the smaller time frames, right? Like, we've already taken out like London lows, Asia lows, but the real telling thing here is that I just gotta pull up my chat real quick. Better. So there's this new day opening gap. This is going to be something I'm very focused on today if we start moving bullish, right? So essentially what this new day opening gap is. So when we look at yesterday's closing price, we closed and we gapped down, right? So this gap right here typically tends to get filled. I'm not necessarily saying it has to get filled today, but if we start trending toward this is definitely an area that could get filled in up here. So, I marked out the start. I mean, technically the start was down here, but this is the start of the unfilled area, and this is the full fill of this new day opening gap. And honestly, I be seeing a lot of people, when they mark out new day opening gaps, be marking out them wrong. Like, the thing that they do wrong is the new day opening gap technically starts at the close of this last candle, and I feel like instead, they mark it out at, like, the extreme of that candle. So technically, the new day opening gap fill is the close of that candle. You said, yo, Tim, morning, man. How's it going? How's the bias for today? Good morning, Darky Knight. Happy to see you again. Going pretty good. Honestly, my bias, I want to say I'm bullish, but it's going to be contingent on some of these lower time frame gaps, like how we start moving order flow-wise, but I'm really eyeing this new day opening gap up here. So, I mean, yeah, so we've already manipulated down. We've swept out London, swept out Asia. Let's see. So, at market open, right, we even manipulated down right at 9:30. We took out all these lows over here. So honestly, I could see this being low of day, to be honest. And there's, I guess, is there an SMT there's even an SMT at the low. If this is low of day and we just keep going up, I'm going to be looking for continuations all the way to the end of this new day opening gap fill. You said my bias for today is reversal. So I guess, do you mean reversal from this trend right here? You mean like bullish or bearish? But, so the thing I was talking about before that I have to be very careful of, so psychologically, I feel like I don't talk about my psychology very often. I feel like I give you guys advice on your psychology, but today is honestly one day where I have to really watch my psychology, just for the sheer fact of, like, let's come over to my P&L calendar on these Top Step accounts. So, I mean, I added these two. These are the ones I've been trading. See, I'm up like 2.3K. So, when we look at my P&L calendar, no losing days this month. I couldn't find a trade Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday this week, but no losing days. And then if we look at the last month, I also didn't trade Black Friday and Thanksgiving, and I couldn't find a trade Wednesday, couldn't find a trade this day. But essentially, if I don't lose today, it's going to be 4 weeks straight with no losing days. So honestly, like, on paper, it sounds like, oh, wow, this guy's a great trader. But in my head right now, I know this is one of these times I have to really keep my head on. And I have to think straight. And I can't make any stupid decisions. Because, like for example, let's say if I take a loss and I take a shitty setup afterwards because I want to finish the day green, I will never forgive myself, bro. Like, I've done shit like that in the past, too. I'm not doing that today. But I definitely got to be cautious of my psychology today. Honestly, I'm just going to be looking for clean setups. Like, if it fits my model, it's not like I'm going to pass up on it because I'm so scared of taking a loss, but something I definitely got to be mindful of. So, honestly, for me to be bullish, though, if this is low of day, I really want to see this be low of day. Because there's not many things we could really react off of for me to go bullish. And honestly, seeing this gap, though, is a great target for me to bullish, the new day opening gap. That's all NDOG stands for, new day opening gap, in case you didn't know. And I'm going to pass up on this 5-minute inversion if it does happen. I don't know why, I just don't like this trade. I mean, I don't like that the high is just... The break-even point on this, I should say, would be like this high up here, which is... It's too close, and it's also inside this other 5-minute gap. So... But the thing is, though, I can use it for bias, where, like, if we invert this gap, I can start being a lot more confident in longs. Because if we were going to be bearish, honestly, I'd say this gap should be holding. And honestly, yeah, I really want to see this be low day. How's everyone's day going, though? What's up with you guys? Ricardo says, I've activated the Express. Good stuff, bro. Good luck in your Express funded account. Is this like, how many funded accounts have you passed before? You said, thanks, bro, the first one? Congratulations, bro. The first one is always the best, honestly. You said, I now have 4 combined accounts. I'm looking to buy another to make it 5 once I specifically request a payout on the alpha eval I just passed yesterday. Good stuff, bro. 4 accounts is honestly not something to spit at. Ooh, so we even... Oh, no, we did not invert this gap. Well, we inverted this 5-minute gap right here. So, honestly, I could... At this point, I'm more confident in longs. Technically, we never inverted this 5-minute gap right here, but I don't think that's going to hold. And another thing that would make me a lot more confident in longs is honestly, like, once we close through this 1 hour gap, so if at 10 a.m. this 1 hour candle closes through this gap, I'm going to be honestly very confident in longs. Like, very confident in longs. Like, in my opinion, if we get a 1 hour close up here, it's so obvious we're going to this new day opening gap. Hello? There was no news today last time I checked. What is Forex Factory talking about this red folder news at 8:37? What are they talking about? Interesting. What says U.S. unemployment insurance weekly claims? Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, that was at 8 something. You said there was no news for today, man? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I'm looking at is sometimes Forex Factory lists these things like up here. Do you see like on the top right it says US unemployment insurance weekly claims from the department like 36 minutes ago? And like, so yeah, it says there's no news over here, but then you click on this and it says posted December. Oh, this is 25 hours ago. That would be why. I feel like the website's confusing though, because I feel like if it says 25 hours ago, it should not say 36 minutes ago right there. Like, you see what I'm saying though? Like, I'm not bugging. It literally says 36 minutes ago right here. I don't know. Forex Factory's bugging. So honestly, I mean, we're not getting the reaction I kind of expected. I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly not liking this. I'm trying to think. I mean, even if we do start moving bearish, I feel like I'm struggling to find like clear targets because like the only like bearish target I really see is essentially, I mean, previous week's low. I mean, you could go for this low over here, but that's not previous week's low. I'm bugging. Previous day's low. So I really do want to see this SMT down here hold. It might not though. You said they want their premium price, waiting for New York to show their... Wouldn't it be discount? So, I mean, maybe this SMT can hold and we can push up now. I mean, because the only thing I could see us reacting off of at this moment in time right now is maybe the EQ of this wick, right? We tapped into that. But, I mean, I'm just being hopeful. I want to see the SMT hold. So, PM session ended ES on... But it was handed to Asia. Well, I mean, let me check this. Is this a 930 low? Okay. So we're taking out, there's equal lows at 930 low, which honestly kind of need to get swept. Well, they're relative equal lows, I think, right? They're like relative equal lows, honestly. Okay, maybe this 930 low needs to get swept. You said nice shirt, by the way, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, I feel like those 930, like the wicks of that 930 candle are really good draws. So maybe we just need to sweep out this 930 low first. But the only thing is we just took out that SMT. I mean, yeah, so like as of right now, like before I was talking about like as a condition, right? Like if I use this 1 hour gap as a condition, if we're going to react off it so strongly, it's possible we're just coming down a previous day low. And there's like the low of the day before it right next to it too. So honestly, I mean, even though like I did come in with a bullish bias, if we're just going to keep continuing down very clearly and forming good structure, I would need to start looking for shorts, to be honest. And the thing I'd be looking for, though, like, let's say if we open up a 5-minute gap right here, we trade into it, respect it, and we had a very clean reaction out of it, lower time frame, I would take a short like that. New York said, oh my god, NQ is falling down. It really is. And I kind of didn't expect it to be honest. Like, when I first sat down here, I was talking about the new day opening gap. And we're just not going toward it. I mean, it's cool, though. I can target this new day opening gap on Monday or Tuesday if it gets left unfilled. Because, I mean, even if we dump today... You said, did you make any money on the falling down all night? Nah. I don't trade London or Asia. I only trade New York AM. You said I'm onto buys, but nothing so far yet. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to flip and look for shorts. Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same page. I was looking for shorts, honestly. I should say I'm starting to look for shorts now, to be honest. I would need a bearish 5-minute gap to open up first, though, and get respected before I take any shorts. So I really want this 5-minute gap over here to open up. Because honestly, this 5-minute gap would honestly be an amazing condition where, to be honest, like, so if I get lower time frame confirmation, I'm still looking for my short. But honestly, if we open up this gap and close through it, are we delivering from... We're delivering from... This is a 5-minute gap. Is it also a 15? We're not even going to open up the 5-minute. I mean, we're delivering from a 5-minute gap right now. Oh, the 4 minutes cooked, though, so I could not take this. So the reason I can't take this is because, so, like, I trade inversion fair value gaps only, and I like to look at price legs, where I look for, one, I want to look for the highest time frame fair value gap in that leg, and two, I want to find a leg that also has no... Like, it can't have multiple gaps. So, like, on the 4 minute, this is the highest time frame gap, but there's this 4 minute right here, and there's also this 4 minute. So, like, I mean, if it closes to this first 4 minute down here, there's no saying it's not going to respect this other 4 minute. And then, so if we're closing through both these 4 minutes, like, where am I putting my stop then? Like, I could put it here, but it's just cooked risk reward. You said it's going up? Honestly, I hope so. That would align with my bias pretty well. And there's no 5-minute gap here, right? Yeah, no. And there's no 15-minute gap either. So, I mean, if it's not going to give me gaps like that, I'm pretty much going to have to wait until, like, we're going to flip structure, right? And then at some point here, we'll open up a 5-minute gap, like a bullish 5-minute gap, and I'll use that as a condition. Ooh, I like this reaction. Are there any SMTs down here? Are there dead ass no SMTs here? That's crazy. Well, you know, while we're just sitting here, guys, I did drop. I mean, don't watch it right now, but like later when you get a chance, I dropped a fire YouTube video. It's my morning routine. I posted it like what, yesterday on my YouTube. My YouTube's the same as my username, Timby272. You said that vid was cool. Hi, Tim. Yo, what's up, Anthony? How are you, bro? You said I watched it already. Fire vid. Great work. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, honestly, I feel like for me to take a trade now, I feel like I have to wait until it either breaks out, like up or down. Because right now, there's not many gaps in this range. And I just base all my trades off fair value gaps. So I guess we did invert this first 4-minute gap over here. I feel like I'll be a lot more confident in like a bullish bias. If we can invert this gap up here, I'd be a lot more confident in longs at that point. Why does my TikTok live now say unable to connect? I'll just restart it. Let's see if it works now. Interesting. Okay, the TikTok live should be good again. I have no idea why it just stopped working. I want to see us start moving bullish, but honestly, right now, it's just kind of choppy. Because I would love for us to just start moving bullishly, like very clearly, and I can target this new day opening gap. But honestly, I feel like Fridays, especially like no news Fridays, tend to be like lower probability. Same thing with Monday too. I feel like Mondays, especially when there are no news days, can be lower probability. Now we're dumping. I probably gotta start looking for shorts. So like, let's say if we just keep going down and we open up a 5-minute gap, I'll use that as a condition. You said stop BRK? Do you mean like breaker? Or stop bro? Oh, you entered long? Good stuff. I hope it works out for you. Oh, I guess you're probably saying you have a stop at like a breaker, I guess. There's probably some like lower time frame breaker. Honestly, I honestly could see this playing out like this long. You guys stop to break even. Honestly, that's not a bad thing. Because I feel like order flow right now, at least, even though like I want to be bullish, I feel like order flow just isn't bullish. Dude, honestly, bro, the Top Step X subreddit is so crazy. Like, I'm looking at this thing right now. Some dude got an email. Is this just him? Well, the email they sent him essentially, it says at Top Step, we're committed to helping traders succeed, blah blah. And it says like we have identified behaviors that are not suitable for the live environment. And it says that he's either like used excessive combine purchases, repeated loss of multiple express funded accounts, and many simulated accounts closed after a single day, and it's irresponsible behavior that he's done. Dude, people are crazy on this subreddit. I like, yo, and he's being like, why is Top Step limiting me? And all the comments are like, bro, you're a gambler. I'd be going on the Top Step subreddit sometime. Like I feel like I don't even use Reddit, but I'd be using the Top Step subreddit. Okay, yeah, so we're dumping. So I'm probably looking for a continuation short, to be honest. So I really want this 5 minute gap to open up and get respected. But I still gotta wait a minute. So I mean, this is 10 a.m. open. So the one thing I don't like, I mean, we don't necessarily need a manipulation, but after 10 a.m., we really didn't manipulate anywhere, right? Like when we look at 10 a.m. open, right? Like this 1 hour candle barely has a wick. And the same thing on the 4 hour, right? We're forming a candle that barely has a wick. So I feel like for this short to be A rated, I mean the way we're moving, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would like at least a little bit of a manipulation above 10 a.m. open. Are these triple equal highs up here? What is going on? In case you guys want the rundown on equal highs, though, I mean, like, essentially, this is two types of equal highs. Like, I separate equal highs and lows into two separate categories, right? So, like, this has two that are right next to each other. So that's one set of equal highs, but there's also these swing equal highs. So you notice how these candles aren't next to each other? So, like, I mean, it's an example of both in one, but those are both sets of equal highs I look at. And I do believe both those are good draws. I mean, we might be moving too bearish for it to matter, but I don't really trade individual stocks, but I hate looking at something that I was gonna buy. Like I was literally gonna buy this 3x gold ETF. It's up like 30%. I never bought it. We are dumping. Dumping, dumping, dumping. So this 5-minute gap is probably going to open up here. This is like an amazing condition. There's still no 15-minute gaps that have opened up yet. I just wish, I feel like we're moving very bearish. I don't want to see these draws getting taken before I can actually get an entry, but... And it looks like NQ is moving more bearish than ES, right? Like NQ is a lot closer to these lows than ES is. Because honestly, if ES took out these lows and there was an SMT there, I wouldn't be so confident in targeting them, to be honest. You said I went on shorts on NQ with 5 contracts exactly at 10 a.m. when we inversed a 1-minute FEG, closed manually. Good stuff, bro. That was a crazy move. It was like literally the second 10 a.m. hit, it just dumped. Oh, can you not hit, what was this, previous day low, I think, right? Can you not hit previous day low without giving me an entry? Oh, it's like 25 points away. It's probably getting hit. You said any trades yet so far, man? Nah, honestly, I haven't been able to find anything yet. You said I thought you'd have caught that dump. I mean, I really couldn't catch any entries because I just base all my trades off of 5 and 15-minute gaps. And, like, there's no 15-minute gap in this leg. And there's really no 5-minute gap in this leg. I mean, the only 5-minute gap we inverted over here. But, I mean, honestly, if we can retrace back up before we hit previous day low, I'll definitely start looking for shorts. He said I'm done for the day, to be honest, not looking for any more. Not a bad decision, especially on Friday. Friday is definitely some of the better days to do that. And thank you for the follow, New World Globe. What's up, PJ Smooth? Happy to see you here, bro. How's your day going? He said, let's catch 100 points today. Let's catch 150. Ooh, are we pulling back? I really want to see this 5-minute gap get tapped into. You said after we tapped into the 4 minute inverse to 1 minute, that's when I caught that. Yeah, I mean it's honestly just kind of like my model. Like I really don't base trades off 4 minute gaps, only 5 minute gaps. Which I know, like in this case might look like I missed out on like an easy win, but I feel like over time it just kind of works for me. What's up, Samrat? How are you? You said I just joined. Did you take any trades today? No, I have not taken any trades today. I haven't been able to find any entries. Mostly because like I mean, like I was saying, I was just saying this like 5 seconds ago. Um, I base all my trades off of 5 and 15 minute fair value gaps. So like, we really haven't opened up any. I mean, we did recently open up this one, which hasn't been traded into yet. So like, I'd be looking for shorts out of this gap, to be honest. Or we might even open up this gap, maybe trade into that. But and PJ Smooth said, "Is there another chat, Tim?" Yeah, I mean, I feel like my YouTube's more active. I'm live on YouTube as well. I'm also live on Twitch, but my Twitch is pretty dead. I think there's like one person in there, if that. And I wish there was a way. Yeah, you're welcome to do that. It is more live. There's more people in there. I think on my YouTube, there's like, how many people are even here now? 10, I guess. But you said you don't stream on Kick? Honestly, not really. I feel like, at least for day trading, I feel like Kick isn't that popping. Like, I know like people like TJR do it, but I feel like the main reason they do it is because like they can just say whatever they want and not have to worry about like copyright. They can play like copyrighted music. They can say like whatever words they want, if you know what I mean. But I feel like for growth, at least like other platforms like YouTube and TikTok, I feel like they're better. Because, like, honestly, though, like, how many people are scrolling through the Kick homepage looking for a new day trader? Like, I feel like if you're on Kick, like, you're probably watching TJR already. But YouTube, though, there's, like, YouTube and TikTok, there's people just scrolling the For You page. And you said 1 minute IFBG short scalp. Me, personally, there's no shot I'm taking this. Because, in my opinion, I feel like it's a little too overextended. Like, it definitely could work out, don't get me wrong. Like, we're getting close to previous day low, but, in, like, the way I trade, at least, like, every inversion I take, it has to be based off some higher time frame gap. So we're not delivering from any higher time frame gap. Like, we haven't even tapped into this 5 minute up here either. You said TJR's way all over Kick. Yeah, I think, isn't Kick where he live streams? It's not Rumble, no. It's definitely not Rumble, no. I know, like, you know, the guys from PB Trading too, like Patty be live streaming over there. You said, yeah, it's deep in discount right now. Like, honestly, because we're moving so bearish, this could work out, don't get me wrong. But, like, me personally, I would have just liked a little bit more of a pullback before we got that inversion. Like, even if we pulled this 5 minute right here, that's enough for me. You said that Charlotte girl's crazy too, man. Yeah, she's honestly like, I feel like I shouldn't say bad things about people, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just wonder how legit she is as a trader. Because like I feel like she markets herself as a day trader, but I just look at her and like I feel like she's only posted one video on her TikTok where it's actually about trading. And it was like her in a voice call with these other guys, and she was talking about like options contract pricing, and like she could trade, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tori trades pretty well, and in my opinion, her strategy's kind of cooked, but she still makes money. I mean, she'll make jokes though about like putting 100K on black, and I feel like I don't know. Like I wonder if it's all just a persona for social media. Although I mean, if she was faking it though, she would have dropped the course by now. Like she literally makes jokes like I'm gonna drop the course, and there's people that you said Tori had a losing streak for so long. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean. Like, I mean, she makes money, don't get me wrong, but I've looked at the way she trades, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, like it's literally the opposite of me, because I look at, like, what she calls, like, her resistance levels, like, trend lines, I call that low resistance liquidity. Like, so when a trend line builds up, I think I'm going to target that, and she thinks the exact opposite. She's like, oh, yeah, that's resistance. I'm going to use that as support and resistance. I'm like, what are you doing? You said yeah, she definitely makes money. Yeah, I mean, she be posting like legit broker statements though, so I can't argue with that. Oh yo, what's up, Snow? Happy to see you again, bro. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, but I be seeing Tori trades though. She be posting like broker statements. Like you really can't fake that, and she'll be up crazy on them. Tycoon Trader says, "What's up, bro? Nothing much. Just looking for shorts right now, to be honest. You take any trades yet, Tycoon Trader? You said heard about Claudia? Of course I've heard about Claudia. I feel like I've been watching Claudia for like a hot. I've been watching a lot of these people for a hot minute, to be honest. I feel like Claudia is like one of the top like Alpha Futures affiliates. And Snow said, done trading for the week, brother, man. Hope your week's going well and you end it better. I appreciate that, bro. Honestly, I'm trying to be a little risk off today. Especially, I feel like we're hitting all the draws, too. I just want to finish the week off strong. I had a pretty good week. Good stuff, though, ending off your week strong. You said Tori def makes money, but also loses money like every trader. Yeah. Tycoon Trader says, I just did a 3R on NQ, took shorts at 10 a.m. open. Bro, those shorts at 10 a.m. open were seriously crazy. Good stuff, bro. You said there are way less girls that actually show trades and stuff. Yeah, like Claudia, honestly, she's definitely legit. Like, she live trades on YouTube. And, like, she, like, documents her journey. Because I feel like some people are just like, oh, yeah, I'm a trader. But she's kind of, like, really transparent. He said, yeah, the volume was intense. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Because I was talking about before, like, I feel like at 10 a.m., if we're going to dump like that, at least I wanted some manipulation up first. Like, there's almost no wick on this 1 hour and 4 hour candle. And I just don't like that. You said how crazy it, the price is still messing around at the same zones. Yeah. Like, honestly, once we were like, we inverted this 4 hour, right? Yeah, like I remember yesterday we were talking about this 4 hour gap. Like I feel like once we came all the way up here, I'm like, okay, we're probably gonna break these relative equal highs. There's like there's still this daily unfilled gap that just keeps getting edged. Thank you for the follow, Tycoon Trader. Yeah, you said for days. Yeah, it really has been. It's probably gonna hit previous day low right now. Ricardo says looking for shorts. Yeah, honestly, like some good targets for shorts though is we're getting mad close to previous day's low. And then right next to that, I thought there was another low. Yeah, there's like this low over here from Wednesday right next to it. You said streams are picking up. Yeah, they really are, Anthony. Oh, you said first trade in the alpha funded. I'm up 257 on it. Good stuff, bro. I'm happy to hear that. So we still haven't taken out previous day low yet. So target's still intact. And we haven't retraded yet into like any 5 or 15-minute gaps. So I still can't take any shorts just yet, but you know, I think there was some short like this yesterday that worked out where we like edged Asia low and just never hit it. I mean, I would never take a trade like this, but that'd be funny if we do the same thing again. I wonder, did we ever end up taking... I think we took out that Asia low from yesterday. Did we? Oh no, we still never took out the Asia low from yesterday. You said next week we're at ADP, non-farm, all in one day? I usually don't look at the week ahead until like this week's over, usually, honestly. I guess you're talking about Tuesday? Next week's definitely going to be interesting. You said calm before the storm. And Darky Knight says, I'm up for a payout on the other 3 accounts, but I'm going to wait for this alpha account till it gets a request. I'm going to request all 4. Whatever you see is fit, bro. I mean, I do like to have the mindset that, like, if you can get paid and you're not going to, like, stab yourself, like, shoot yourself in the foot, like, take the payout. But if you think it's for the best, though. Did my TikTok live go down? What is wrong with my TikTok live? So we took out previous day low and that Asia low from yesterday, which we took forever to take out. So, the thing is, though, like, we're moving bearish, but honestly, the clear targets have kind of been taken. Like, I mean, yeah, like, I could target, what is that? Like, that day's low or previous week's low, but honestly, I feel like the further and further we get down, just these shorts are getting lower rated. I wonder how the weekly charts, honestly, this weekly chart's not looking so hot. Because this current weekly candle, it's not a good close, but... So one thing I'm thinking about... You said, take your money dark as long as you see fit. Money's better in your pockets than the markets, yeah. Or at least it feels better. Yeah, and you said, what's up with the... Honestly, some days... Like, I mean, I know price action might be kind of annoying to see this, but there's definitely some days where we just dump with no retracements. Like, it's not like your strategy is ideal for every single day. Like, no strategy is ideal for every single day. But on the thing I was looking at, I mean, maybe if I get it clear enough, like if the structure is extremely clear lower time frame, I could maybe take a very small retracement trade to this unfilled gap. Probably not. I'd have to have like ridiculously clear structure. You said, I'll request a payout tomorrow. I think I can take out 1,200 from each account. 1,200 is honestly not a bad amount. You said, is there a state you want to live in? Honestly, that is an amazing question. Honestly, to be honest, I don't have an answer currently. I feel like I've looked at different places, but I haven't decided anywhere. Like, I mean, I currently live in New York, and I feel like the more I think about it, like at first, I always thought I wanted to move out of New York. But I feel like the more I think about it, like, there are things about New York I like, man. I don't like the taxes. I don't like the cold weather, but I mean, I have my family here, and like I like in the summer, there's great hiking, and to a point, it's kind of nice to have like multiple seasons. Like there's you get to experience the winter and the summer, so it's not like just always the summer. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure some people like that. You said, nah, bro. I was thinking of a pullback too, maybe for a few accounts to reach that consistency score. Could be a retracement in the 1 minute IFVG. Yeah, honestly, because I mean, you said, yeah, bro, NY is home for us. We born here and got everything we need. Yeah, and honestly, too, actually, a good answer to that is if I make enough money, I might move down to like the city. Like, I mean, I'm kind of like outside the city, but if I was making bread, like if I like lived in Manhattan, because I feel like everyone like has in their mind, I want to live to Miami, like move to Miami when I make it in trading. But honestly, New York, Manhattan, I feel like is underrated in the trading space. Like, how many traders get like a nice, like you can get like a high rise in Manhattan or like or any nice area in New York though, and like I don't know. I feel like Miami's more geared for like I shouldn't say it's. I'm kind of right though. I feel like it's more geared for kind of like degenerates. Like, because what is there to do in Miami? You can go to the strip club. You can go drink. You can buy an expensive car. Like, well, rent an expensive car, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like New York's more my style. But you said come to Italy, my friend. I've never been to Italy, but I mean, I definitely gotta do some traveling outside New York. But Vizid said took any trades here. I haven't been able to find any trades so far today. I mean, mostly like the main thing holding me back is I base all my trades off of 5 and 15 minute fair value gaps, and like we just if we do create them, we're just not trading back to them. So it's not much for me to do really. But you said what about Chicago? Many traders in Chicago. There are a few traders in Chicago, but one thing about me, I know I live in New York, but I don't like the cold weather, and I feel like Chicago is even worse in terms of coldness. So I get cold pretty easy. So I don't know about Chicago. I'll definitely gotta visit there one day. And Vizid said, "What's up, Tim? Nothing much. Having a pretty good stream so far. How's your day going, Vizid?" You said South or North Carolina is cool, I've heard. Yeah, honestly, I've heard a lot about there. You said we dumping, damn, and my day's good, bro. Hope you have a nice one. I'm glad your day's going good, bro. And the week off strong. You know, while we're sitting here though, I guess one thing I'm gonna look at, so technically, like I don't like this trade up here. I guess technically if I was looking for an entry for this short, I could have gotten it like here. But me personally, I don't like this short, just like discretionary wise. Because I just feel like we're going towards this new day opening gap at this point, and we're reacting so strongly off these lows over here. So yeah, I feel like when I'm just looking at this point in time, I really wouldn't want to take a short down to these lows, because I always talk about protected lows. Like in my mind, like, I mean, they obviously weren't protected. I wasn't right this time. But sometimes like I'll look at a low and be like, okay, we came down, swept out all these lows, wicked back up. Like, is there really a reason for us to come back down and trade these lows? Like zoomed in, kind of not really. Like at this point in time, my bias was bullish. But I mean, the reason I'm saying it follows my model though, is because we technically did respect this 5 minute gap up here. We swept out the high inside this 5 minute gap. And then on the 2 minute, it looks like this is the highest time frame gap in this leg. Yeah, it is. So technically at this point, we've inverted the highest time frame gap in this leg. We're delivering from this bearish 5 minute gap. I just do not like the target. But like on paper, this trade does follow my model. Like it has all the check boxes. But it doesn't have the check box that says discretion. Like, does Tim prove this trade? Not really. So let me look what's going on down here, though. So there's this unfilled 5 minute gap down here. Structure is not the cleanest though. Yeah, I really wouldn't be looking to take a retracement trade because sometimes I target like unfilled 5 and 15-minute gaps. But you said we took liquidity. I guess, are we talking about down here or up here? I think you're probably talking about maybe this sweep. I mean, yeah, like I know we swept that, but like at the time, I really thought that it was gonna go to this like new day opening gap, and I just saw the reaction off this low, and that's kind of what was fueling me. And there's an SMT at this low at that point too, and we even inverted like this 4-minute gap too. Yeah, I don't know. But you said you ever been to Wisconsin, Tim? I have not. I honestly haven't done much traveling in my life. You said the cold wet in New York ain't shit. It's light work for us. I'm gonna catch you soon, my G. Be sure to enjoy and recharge over the weekend. Keep up the great week ahead. I appreciate you stopping by, Snow. Have a good weekend, bro. What's your Instagram? I recently made one. It's just TimB272. And if you notice, there's more than one account. I only have one account. There's like a couple fake accounts. I'm the verified one. You said you got any siblings, Tim? Nah, I'm my only child actually, which I feel like is like a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like overall, I mean, when people ask me, "Do you wish you had siblings?" Honestly, at the end of the day, I guess the answer is no. But like, I mean, it's not like like a black and white thing to say yes or no to. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely experiences like I could have missed out on and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. I feel like being an only child kind of built my personality in a way that I'm kind of proud of. I don't know. I mean, there's good and bad things about only children, but ugh, this is some boring price action, honestly. Ooh, there's these equal highs. Ooh, there's equal highs up here. I don't think I'm gonna get this, but if we push down, I might consider taking a long to these equal highs slash unfilled gap. I just don't like that we tapped into that 4-minute already and reacted out of it. That's the only thing I don't like. You said I wish you could have caught the 10 a.m. dump. I mean, me too, but I'll definitely survive without it, bro. I'm honestly really happy with the way my trading's going right now. You said no losses yet so far from you. That's nice. You're managing it pretty well. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like the thing is to have like to be like consistent like that, where you have like so few losing days. There's definitely days we gotta pass up on a set that's gonna work, just because you're being cautious. Yeah, no losing days. Yeah. I wonder when's the last time I actually took a loss. I mean, like, I haven't finished any day red, but hmm. I got nothing else to do. I'll double check with you guys. Let me I took one trade this day, one. All of these trades are green. These trades are green. Oh, I took a loss on what is this, Thursday of last week? I mean, I made it back, but that's a break even right there. That's just one winning trade. That's one loss. That's two losses I've taken. Three losses. Four losses. That was one trade I averaged into, so that's five losses. So was that 5 losses in the past 4 weeks? You said, man, I think I'm going to bounce. I'll catch you Monday. Yeah, I'll definitely be live Monday. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Have a good weekend. You said, why are we dumping? Honestly, I don't have an answer for you. I mean, honestly, yeah, I really don't have an answer. The way I view the market, I feel like, I'll open up TradingView to show you this. The way I view the market, I feel like we opened up this new day opening gap. Like, that was my draw for the day. We're just running the opposite way. He said, thanks, man. Glad to be here. Made money. Learned things, too. Happy weekend, brother. Be safe. Catch you Monday. I appreciate you saying that and stopping by, bro. Catch you Monday, bro. You said some shorts? I mean, we haven't traded into this 5-minute gap up here. So, I mean, honestly, I could, like, my plan doesn't even allow me to look for shorts. And even if I could look for shorts, like, one thing I've noticed in my experience, right? Like, if you look, so we just took out this low over here, right? Like, we'd agree, this is a very prominent low over here, right? This is actually yeah, so essentially though, so we took out this prominent low. Like, do you really want to take shorts after we just took out a higher time frame low? Like, if anything, now that we've taken out this higher time frame low, we're due for some small rebalance before we continue any further down if we were going to. You said, honestly, low-key might call it a day. We didn't do anything. If we don't do anything at 11, I could agree with that. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't tell you. It wouldn't be a bad decision if you called it here, to be honest. You said exactly why I didn't take longs. What? Yeah, because we just swept the higher time frame low. Because honestly, though, I feel like when I've done my back testing, like a lot of the losses I take, if we sweep out some higher time frame, higher low, and then I'm taking a continuation through that, like those are my honestly lower probability trades, like lowest probability. He said, "Yeah, we swept, we low key dumped." Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it could play out because we're dumping so hard, but not something I'd be willing to take. Like, there's probably this 1 minute going on right now, right? There's some 1 minute inverse. It's not something you're gonna catch me taking. He said, so trading against the trend is like surfing against the current. It's a good analogy. You said, I don't know how you don't have more viewers. You're low key a chill dude. I appreciate that, Vised. But I mean, I know I will in time. The other day, actually, you said add yourself, like do like promote myself. I do my best to. Like I use this software called why am I drawing a blank? Is it Vizard? That's why yeah, it's Vizard, like Vizard. Like I know your name is. I didn't realize that correlation. But I use this software called it's Vizard, Vizard. Yeah. But you said what's your IG? I'll follow you. It's just timb272. Same thing as on here. But like I'll have it. It'll go through my stream, so I can give it the link to my stream. It downloads my stream, and then it goes through and clips it for me, and it'll literally put my face on the bottom. It'll put the chart up top, and the middle bar is like text. Like I'm sure you've probably seen it. So I use that to clip my streams. I also manually go in sometimes and clip my streams if I see like some moment I really like that I feel like it's like clip worthy. I'll manually do it myself. And on my Instagram story, I try to promote my stream. Like every trade I take, I post the results on my Instagram story. I know in time it'll come. My YouTube streams have been growing. And the other day on TikTok, I had like... You said I'm in shorts, RN? Good luck, bro. I hope it works out for you. But, was I starting to say something? You said I'm gonna go on YouTube? You got it, bro. That's chill. He said getting so cooked, RN. Yeah, we tapped it. Well, he said fuck, man. I mean, there's a chance we could reverse out of this 5-minute gap. Oh, you got stopped out. Sorry to hear that. But, how do you say your name? Spam the Rezio? Said, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, bro? How's your day going? Oh, it's Visid. What's up, bro? Happy to see you here. See, it's a little more poppin' here. A little bit. He said, yes, bro, I'm a sub. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, I also be posting videos on YouTube, though. If you get a chance, you should check out some of my videos. I posted a video, like, the other day of my morning routine. So I literally showed my exact morning routine of me waking up, what I do, like, before stream. I literally broke down how the stream went. And then after that, I showed what I do after stream. Honestly, a fire video. I showed my workout, too. Like, I go to the gym. Oh, you said bro's jacked. I see the thumbnail. Sleeper build for real. I appreciate that. Honestly, I call myself sleeper build a lot because I feel like you look at me and you might think I'm skinny, but I got a little bit to me. You said we retracing? Yeah, we are retracing. You said hello, sir. What's up, bro? You said followed on IG too. I appreciate that. How do you say your name? Is it SJ? I'm gonna murder that if I try to say it. But what's up, bro? So we're starting to maybe react from this 5-minute gap, maybe. I mean, am I willing to take a short off of this? No, I'm not taking a short off of this. So I feel like the last hope for me to get a trade essentially is honestly, I'm just going to watch how 11 a.m. opens. Like maybe if 11 a.m. opens and like immediately after we get some clear manipulation, get it set up. But honestly, though, I could see if we're gonna keep going up now, I could see this being low of day. I don't like that we're building up all these stacks. You said I'm trying shorts again. I full ported. I hope it works out for you, bro. But I mean, the thing going in your favor is there's all these stacked lows. But I mean, Mr. Clips, just so you know, if this trade does not work out, like, just try to the takeaway from this for you, okay? I want you to think about when we look higher time frame, right? We just swept a prominent low, right? A very prominent low. We came down, swept it, and we're kind of getting a reaction off of it. It just you can't be taking continuation shorts after we take a significant higher time frame low. Like, I mean, I hope the setup works out for you, bro. I really do. But and it could work out because all these stacked lows. That definitely is going to help you out. And we're delivering from a 5-minute gap. But you said out again, I guess. Did you get stopped out, or you manually close? You said bro might actually win. Yeah, I feel like the second I said that, it started reversing. But I mean, you said, sir, I recently passed a 10K funded account, and right now I'm about, I guess you're in a 2% drawdown. How much risk per trade should I take on a funded account in this situation? So, I mean, I'm assuming that you're on a CFD account. Like, so you have I'm assuming 8 or 10% drawdown. So, when I look at how much to risk per trade, I typically look at like my strategy as a whole. So like, I hope you have an approximate idea of like what your win rate is and your risk to reward. So let's say if oh, you said stopped out. Sorry to hear that, bro. But you said CFD. Yeah, so you probably have like an 8 or 10% drawdown. So I think like I'll look at my win rate, my risk to reward, all that type of stuff, and I'll say what's my average drawdown period. And if you don't know what your average drawdown is, but you still know these statistics, there's a thing called a risk of ruin calculator. So you can go to your risk of ruin calculator, and then it'll tell you what the percent chance is. So you can look like if I'm risking 1%, what are the chances I take 8 losses back to back in blow this account, and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, if you're looking for like a blanket answer, just risk 1% per trade. And you said don't trade it all for a while, clear your mental state. Yeah, I mean, if this thing does play out, you said, are we dead ass? Yeah, because I mean, it probably, I'm assuming it probably stop rated you like this, I'm guessing. You said the markets are trolling. I mean, it might work out now, but just try not to re-enter again. Damn, sorry to hear that, bro. I mean, it's not saying this setup isn't necessarily going to work out. It could, like, see this candle right here? At any point, it could flip back up and go up there, but you said risk a 0.5% to make back 2%, and then risk 1% to be 2% positive, and then start. Oh, so I guess you're talking about dynamic risk management. It's not a bad idea, honestly. You said I'm done. That's good. I just didn't want to see you go on tilt and make the damage worse. But I'm glad you have risk management like that where you stop after two L's. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie too. When you said you were like, I'm full porting this, I think you said that, didn't you? You said trying shorts getting I full ported. Honestly, I feel like when you say I full ported, I feel like it's never a good sign. You said, oh nah, don't worry. I got 500 bulk strong left in my 50K CPIs next week. It'll probably save me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the way you think. I mean, I don't fully support full porting CPI, but you know, in the right time and place, in the right time and place, there's a time and place for full porting CPI. You said 1% left might be over. I mean, are you on is that eval or funded? You said, Tim, I risked 5 MNQs on a 50K account and I got dropped down to, I started trading 1 MNQ. Well, I don't know. Are you familiar with like at least it's eval. At least it wasn't on a funded account that's happened to you. But honestly, being stop rated is just part of the game. Like honestly, I've had trades where I've gotten stop rated just like that, but it's just something that kind of comes with the game of being a trader. But he said, so I realized I don't need to risk a lot, just survive the account. Oh, but speaking of risk management, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. So I use, you can see, right, this is a futures contract size calculator. So every single time I take a position, I come in here, I say, okay, I'm trading micros. My account balance is $50,000. My stop loss size is, let's say, like 50 points, for example. I'm just picking a random size. You said, the thing is, I'm 15 and low-key don't got more. If you're 15, you got a lot more time to be a trader. And if you're 15, I'd say to focus a lot more on building the skill, like paper trading, like you said I used to trade Forex. I started with Forex. I'm not used to contracts. Yeah, honestly, I gotta send this in the chat for you. I'm gonna send you a link for this real quick. So that's a futures position size calculator. So essentially, right, just come in here, say you're trading micros, say what your account balance is. But keep in mind, though, it's minis and micros. Like, make sure you choose the right one. Then I say my account's 50K, that, blah, blah. You put your risk percentage. So if I risk 1%, I'm going to risk $500. And it'll tell me how many contracts to take. You said, thanks for the advice, bro. I'm going to use that. Honestly, yeah, this thing saves my life. So, like, I try to risk $500 in every trade. So this helps me get as close. You said I'm 20. I feel so behind. You're not, bro. Think about it like this. A lot of the 20-year-olds, like, they're partying in college. They're out drinking, and their main priority, like, I'm so serious. Most 20-year-olds, their main priority is what bar am I going to tonight? Like, what girls can I get with? What party can I go to? Like, they're just not locked in, bro. Like, there's not many people that are that age that are actually thinking about trading. Honestly, the fact that you're even here right now is like a clear indication that you're different from the other people. Because like regular 20-year-olds that aren't serious about their life, like they're just not locked in. Like, they're not showing up to a trading stream. They're not coming here to learn. And honestly, I feel behind too. Like, you say I'm 15, I feel behind. I'm 26, dude. I feel so behind. Like, I still live with my parents. In my mind, I could have been like a profitable trader like 10 years ago. Like, I've been trading for so long. But you just gotta think like, I'm in this point right now. I'm just gonna do the best I can and use that as fuel to like motivate me. But you said straight up next week CPI. I'm thinking about setting a buy and sell limit with 3 contracts and have a TP where I gain. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, when the thing is, when you full port like CPI and PPI high impact news, there be times where you get filled and like a millisecond later you're crazy in profit. I guess Ricardo, I guess you got stopped out. Sorry to hear that, bro. You said I'm gonna risk 250 to get break even after I get to 50K. Not a bad idea. You said to kiss my break even. I wanted a continuation too, but I need to wait for a PM session. And you said, I swear there is CPI. Is it gone? I mean, I'm not going to lie. The economic calendar has been bugging lately. But I mean, I see the CPI. I can. You said you're so right, bro. You a real one? Yeah, of course, bro. But I see the CPI. I mean, it says tentative, but isn't that the CPI on Thursday? I mean, regardless, dude, if you want something to full port, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if you're already gonna full port, I mean, so like, I'm pretty sure. Are they doing NFP? Is that well? It's employment. Honestly, dude. Yeah, non-farm employment change. Like, if you're gonna full port one day, you might want to consider full porting Tuesday instead of CPI. Maybe some advice. But you said it's tentative though? Yeah. You said if I lose $200 on a day on a 50K, I could stop? You can stop whenever you want. You could lose $5 and stop. But I mean, at least if you're trading on like Project... Dude, where is this dump coming from? What? I wasn't looking at the chart. Interesting. You said, holy shit, dude, I gotta stop that. Look at the market, RN. Yeah, I like how I thought it was funny though. You like how I'm trying to explain to you. I'm like, you know, this isn't the highest probability short. We took this higher time frame low and it just dumps like this. Crazy day in the market, not gonna lie. But what was the last thing I was saying? Oh, so you said if I lose 200 a day, I can stop. So one amazing way you can stop yourself is if we come over here, at least on Project X, right? So if you're trading Top Step, Alpha Ticks, right? You can set risk settings. So I can say my personal daily loss limit, right? So I can say, let's say I lose $250. What's the action? You're going to liquidate and block me out of the account. Oh, I make 500. I want you to liquidate and block me out of the account. What's the maximum amount of trades I can take per day? Oh, I can't take more than 2 trades. It's going to count your remaining trades for the day. So like just kind of stuff like that's pretty cool. All right, so see I set it now up top. If I lose 250, it's kicking me out. And you can even lock these settings for the day, I'm pretty sure. So like let's say if you like it won't allow you to change it for the rest of the day. I thought. But I actually have discipline, no offense. So I don't use that really, but why is it not letting me get rid of that? And you said I can't even put my friends onto trading because if they start making money, they might start they start losing money. I mean, they might start blaming me. So I do this myself with a lonely journey, but I enjoy what I do. Trading really is a lonely journey. Honestly, I won't lie. But I mean, it's just the nature. But the thing is, I feel like it's weird about trading. Like people be weird about trading. Like my friends, like I feel like they're either like, yo, put me on, bro, put me on. They're like a leech, and they're like, I want to learn how to make easy money, or they're just, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to talk to people about trading, especially your friends. But I mean, you'll trust me, you'll find people online you can talk to. Like I mean, I don't gotta be your best friend or anything, but like, right? You found me, you found a community of traders here. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find more in the future. But Nick says I should have held. Yeah, honestly I would have never predicted that dump, to be honest. But you said I've never full ported because I want to do this the rest of my life as a career, but the best to full port FOMC. We're aiming for monthly lows. You said emotions like the main factor in trading. That is true. I mean, because honestly, I feel like a lot of people, like they just think, oh, emotions. I don't need to worry about emotions. Like the only thing in trading that actually matters is I lost my train of thought there really bad. Emotions the main factor in trading. Okay, so everyone, that's the thing. So everyone always says emotions like one of the main factors in trading. But I feel like no one ever expects that because you think it would logically make sense to you that I should be focusing on my strategy, right? Like the only thing that's going to matter is my strategy. But there's so many people that can't, like they can find a profitable strategy where they struggle to actually execute it properly. Like, it's weird too. It's like, cause Honestly, one of the reasons trading's so hard, I talk about this all the time, is because honestly, the things that your mind tells you to do that like are biological are things that would not make you a good trader. Because like for example, like one habit I feel like is hardwired into your brain is when you care about trading so much, you think to yourself, "Oh yeah, like I can't take this loss right now." So then when it hits your stop loss, you're tempted to move your stop loss because you think you're right. So like you don't want to accept that you're wrong, if that makes sense, and it ends up snowballing into a huge loss. And the other thing is, like, the human mind has this common fallacy that it thinks for me to actually be making progress, unless I see green day over day, you think you're not making progress. But as a trader, that's not true. Like, you're trying to play out a statistic that works over a long period of time. So, like, if I say I have a 70% win rate, there's still, like, out of 10 trades, I'm still losing 3 days. And the human mind has a really hard time, like, understanding that and looking at your results as a whole. It loves to focus in on, like, the previous day. Because there's this thing that also in your mind, there's this thing called a recency bias. So what that means is your brain tends to focus on the most recent data it has at hand, right? So like I could win 3 weeks in a row like I have, but if I lose today, I'm going to be upset for the rest of the day. And that's because my mind is playing this recency bias on me, right? It's focusing, saying, oh yeah, we lost earlier today. It's going to forget about the fact that I won every day straight for the past 3 weeks. And like, it's like a biological thing. It's like a evolutionary thing, right? But it's not going to help you as a trader. And like to become good at trading, you have to like recognize these patterns in yourself and learn ways to deal with them. And it's just something I feel like no one ever anticipates. But she said, dude, that was me in the beginning. It's low-key difficult. I mean, honestly, it's difficult for everyone. Like, think about it though, right? Like, I'm buying a Top Step 50K combine, right? So I paid $89, and if I make 3,000 before I lose 2,000 end of day drawdown, and then I get the XFA, I make another $3,000. I can request 1.5K. So like think about this, right? For Top Step to still be in business and actually have a profitable business, how many people have to pay them $89 and fail to get a payout? A lot of people. That's over 15 people that have to buy an evaluation and get no payout. So like think about it like that. You said let's see the charts. There's honestly not much going on, but I mean the only thing there is one thing I'm looking at right now. I want this 2 minute gap to open up. I mean, yeah, I don't doubt we hit monthly lows. Wait, monthly lows? You're talking about this low down here? I mean, it could happen, don't get me wrong. Maybe like weekly lows? So I mean, oh god, I'm tempted to take this. We swept out these lows, we swept out these lows. This is really tempting me. He said monthly lows, doubt that. I gotta really analyze this. The thing is, technically, oh god, I gotta take this if we close through. I was trying to end this month with no losses, but in the last 3 minutes of my trading session, I might get an entry on something that my model tells me to take. So the reason is, though, there's this unfilled 5-minute gap above, and we're closing the highest time frame gap separating us from there. So, like, according to my model, this is something it tells me to take. We've swept significant liquidity. We need to rebalance this point. Oh, God. Or am I going to have to take this? Oh, God. It's so counter trend, too. I'm not going to lie. I hope I don't get an entry. Like, to be completely honest. But I have to follow my plan. Like, if I do get my entry, I have to take it. So if we close through this gap strong, I need to try this. My plan tells me to. Is that a long or a short? It's a long. If we close through this 2-minute gap, I'm gonna try this long. Did not close through. So this is gonna be a really hard decision for me because, like, I stopped trading at 11:10. So like, I trade very rules based. So if this next candle close doesn't give me a good close, I can't take this trade. But it kind of does fit my model. Because essentially though, right, like when you look, it'll make me more confident if I explain this out loud. So on the 15-minute, it's more obvious, like on the 1 hour, right? We've swept out all these lows down here, right? This is, we swept the low of this week, right? This current week we've swept the low of. Then we open up this unfilled 5-minute gap right here. We open this 5-minute. So honestly, like the way my model kind of says, if we invert the highest time frame gap separating us from this, we should retrade to it, but and also, I mean, I feel like there haven't been any rebalances in this whole range too, but so there's 20 seconds. If this thing just magically flies up last second, he said, don't worry, it won't invert it. I'm from the future. Yeah, I'm not taking this. Cool. So I just did it. Because, I mean, my trading plan tells me to stop trading at 11:10. I mean, so I just finished 4 weeks straight with no losing days. I've never done this in my life. I don't even know how to feel, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to show my P&L calendar. Like, it almost doesn't feel real. I can't believe I did this, bro. Cause cause see, yeah, look, in November, I took these 4 winning days. I took 2 winning days. I took Black Friday and Thanksgiving off. I won every day last week, and then this week, I know I took Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday off, but I genuinely couldn't find a trade. Like every single day that I didn't take a trade. You said my rules, I don't trade after 11:30 p.m. So you got a little more time. Yeah, I'd stop at 11:10, but and like every single one of these days that I did not take a trade, I literally would have taken a trade if my model presented itself. Like I literally just talked about, like right now, where I was saying, like if we close through this, it would force me to take it because it meets all the check boxes in my plan, right? So like I would have taken this trade. Like every day I would have taken a trade if it fit my model, bro. I'm sorry, I'm kind of in shock. I'm gonna break down the session as a whole like I always do, because I always gotta do that, but okay, I gotta clear these drawings. Okay, what am I doing? So coming into the daily, right? So there's this unmitigated daily fair value gap up here, which we've continued to edge day over day, right? So honestly, this is an area that should get hit, right? Especially when we edge things. I feel like when we edge something, we're eventually going to hit it, right? So, on the 4 hour, right? Yesterday, I was talking about how this 4 hour gap right here is a great condition where if we close through it, right, we can start looking for longs up to these highs up here, right? So the thing was, even though we never actually took out this high up here, ES actually did. So like a lot of times when I say we inverted the highest time frame gap in this leg, right, I kind of stopped being so crazy, like hell bent we're going to hit that area, right, when one of them takes it. So in this case, ES took it, so it's no longer the clear draw, even though there are these relative equal highs, right, unfilled daily. But so I noticed we kept reversing down, right? So the first thing I marked out, right, I don't talk about these very often, but the first thing I started marking out when I sat down was this new day opening gap. So this is the fill, right? Like the full fill. Because there be days where we tap into the gap, we go like halfway into it, reject out of it. So I was marking out the full fill. And then I marked out the most recent point that was unfilled, right? So like technically the new day opening gap does start here, technically, right? But I only like kind of like taking trades toward the new day opening gap, either new week or new day, either one. But I like taking it toward the area that's unfilled, right? So we kind of came down, trended down. Then, get rid of this drawing. So coming into open, right, I actually was looking for longs for a hot minute. So the reason for that was, here's 930. So we took out, it was this low right here, right? So we had like at the time, it was looking like we were having a clear reaction. So like just zoomed in on this area and price right here, right? So I noticed we swept out these lows, we wicked through them, right? So we failed to close through these lows, very clear reaction off of them. So I was thinking, okay, 930 is just a manipulation, right? I was viewing this as a manipulation with below all these lows, take out stops, and then we're just going to continue higher to this like daily unfilled gap, this new week opening gap, right? I have all these good bullish draws, right? You said, Tim, I'm logging out for the day, bro. See you next week. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Nice tuning in, bro. Yeah, have a good weekend. But so we failed to close through these lows, right? So we never actually, like, there's all these stacked highs up here, but we never actually took all these highs out. So I was looking for longs. So I technically did, according to my model, if we're just looking very strictly at my model, right? Like, I could have taken a trade off this. So why could I have taken a trade off this? But I passed up on it. But wait, no, I'm stupid. Why am I saying that? Oh no, there's the 5-minute gap up here. That's what. Honestly, I actually don't even think in real time. I might have seen this gap. I kind of forgot about it, I bet. But so we're delivering from this 5-minute gap up here, right? So we're sweeping out this high inside of this 5-minute gap and delivering from this 5-minute gap. So now that we've tapped into this gap, it's possible we could go for shorts, right? So we inverted the highest time frame gap in this leg, right? So you can see this 2-minute gap right here. We closed through this 2-minute gap almost immediately, right? So we're delivering from a bearish 5-minute. We're disrespecting a bullish 2-minute, right? It's time frame alignment. According to my model, right? Like that's pretty easy short. Out of curiosity, I wonder how close. I would have had to go break even pretty quick. It would have hit anyway though, but I could have taken that short. The reason I passed up on it though, right? Like one, we just took out this low at 930, all these stacked lows, reacted strongly off of it, right? And on top of that, we had this new day opening gap above. Like, it's just so against my bias. I'm not willing to take a short like this, to be honest. So, it played out. I mean, it's whatever. I'm not upset I missed this trade. But, so, we pretty much from there just kept dumping. Like, absolutely dumping. So, I was looking for continuation shorts. So, I marked out previous day low. You said, is it too late to catch trades right now? In my opinion, I think the week's done with. Like, in my opinion, like Friday PM session, like Friday lunch hour is some of the lowest probability conditions, like low volume. But, I mean, everyone's model works a little differently. I mean, you can always test too, like go back and see like in the past, how is your model, like how does your trading do on Fridays? Or a PM session. But, so the first low I had in mind was this previous day's low. And then right next to it, right, there's this 10 a.m. low from yesterday, which essentially yesterday, if you're watching me live yesterday, I was so confused. We made these relative equal lows with Asia, which I feel like I kept saying it needs to get ran, right? So it get ran today, not yesterday, but So as we were trending down toward these lows, right, I was waiting for a 5 or a 15-minute fair value gap to open up, retrade into it, and give me like a lower time frame confirmation. But the only thing was, I mean, there's like this 5-minute gap is not getting tapped into, right? This 5-minute gap not getting tapped into. And then by the time we actually do tap into a 5-minute gap, we've already taken that draw. So like I was talking about this when it happened. Like at least me personally, in like the way my trading works, my model, trades are a lot lower probability. Like, so we took out these two significant lows, right? We took out Asia low from yesterday. We took out previous day's low. Like, these are all significant points. Do you really want to take a continuation short after we've taken out significant liquidity? Like, no. For us to continue further down, like, I know it didn't happen too hard today, but typically we need a bigger retracement, right? Like, we're not going to sweep out a significant low and have no retracement whatsoever. I mean, we at least need to minimum to go to this 5-minute gap down here. But yeah, price action was kind of choppy today. But does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna start recording the video for my Instagram story because I need to LARP this moment. Just finished up live stream. Just finished up live stream. A second day, I could not find any trades. I was live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, but this is the 4th week in a row I've had no losing days. So this is November's calendar. No losing days. No losing days this week. I did take Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, and Black Friday off. And then we're going to move over to December's calendar, and you'll see yet again. Oh, wait, this is January. I must have double clicked. My bad. You know, this video is not coming out. I'm gonna refilm that. No one saw that. Guys, act like you didn't see that. Just finished up live stream. I could not find any trades, so 2 days in a row with no trading, but I just accomplished something I've never been able to do in my whole trading career. I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok while I did this, but for the past 4 weeks, I've taken 0 losing days while on live stream. So this right here is November's calendar, right? So you can see this week in November, 4 winning days, no losing days, 2 winning days. I couldn't find a trade this day. I was off Thursday, which was Thanksgiving. I took Black Friday off. And then let's move over to December. December looks a lot better, right? I had 4 winning days, 2 winning days this week, and I couldn't find any trades, but I promise you, if an entry actually presented itself that followed my model, I would have took it. So this is honestly an amazing accomplishment for me, and I did it all while live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, and the recordings are all posted. Every single recording for every single trade I took of me taking it in live time is posted on my YouTube. So this is the biggest W ever. W day. You know I can't let my ego get the best of me. Dude, 4 weeks with no losing days, bro. Dude, I spent years learning this shit, bro. I worked so hard, bro. I spent countless nights in my room backtesting, bro. Like I know none of you guys care. I don't even care if any of you guys care. Like, dude, I worked so hard for this. Like, I want you guys to take this as motivation. Like, I worked so hard to get to this point, and it feels like unreal. You said enjoy the W, but stay focused. You're not done. I mean, yeah, you're definitely right, but dude, I don't even like. I feel so many emotions. I think I gotta get off stream. I'm just for the heck of it. I don't know. I never do this, but just you said proud of you. I do appreciate that, bro. You know what we're going to do to celebrate? We're going to lock out this account. I don't know if you guys ever used the lockout feature, but I locked out, right? Personal lockout for the rest of the day. I could not take a trade if I wanted to. 4 weeks in a row, no winning days. I mean, does anyone have any questions, though? I shouldn't just sit here and LARP about myself. Dude. But if you have any questions, though, please ask them. I end every single trading session with questions, and I stay on until they're all answered. But I mean, I don't think you guys have any questions. And also, if you guys are looking, you said, did you lose today as well? Did I lose today as well? I don't know if you're... What do you mean? What do you mean as well? Is it just open the stream? I mean, I just think it's kind of funny. You had perfect timing to ask that. No, I did not lose today. I haven't lost this month. But oh God, I'm so blessed. I honestly hope that you guys can experience the feeling I have right now. I feel like I want to say something. I feel like I don't know. There's nothing much for me to say. You said, "Are you a full-time trader?" I'm working toward it, and I'm definitely making progress. Definitely making progress. You said lock in the account. That's discipline. Yeah, I mean, because I'm not, dude. I'm a really disciplined trader. But honestly, though, like if any of you guys are watching this, I think the main takeaway. I feel like I wanted to give you guys some takeaway. Like just if you have a goal in your mind, like it could be trading, it could be whatever it is. But if you keep, you said I took the 1046 short, but ass stop. At least your bias was right. But so you said, is it valid? The 1046 short? Oh, the one you got stop rated on? I mean, honestly, I'll go back to trading view for 5 seconds. But honestly, in my opinion, not really. I wouldn't say it's valid. I mean, like everyone has their own model, right? So like, I'm not gonna tell you how to trade. Like, I mean, you might have a model that's different than mine. This might work for, but at least the way I view the market, the way my model works, is taking continuations after we've taken, like, because right, I mean, what 1046 isn't this? Yeah, we're coming up. We are retesting it. Inverse FEG. I mean, yeah, I know we got a confirmation out of it, but I don't like taking continuations without like more of a serious pullback. But yeah, but I mean, all I was trying to say before though, right? So if you guys are looking for any key takeaway from all this stuff I just said, right? Like if you're working toward any goal, no matter what it is, it's trading, anything in your life. If you never give up on that goal and you keep working toward it in a smart fashion, you can accomplish anything within reason. Like, yeah, I mean, you can't like say I'm going to fly and jump off your roof and fly. But like, if you say I'm going to be a profitable trader, there's nothing stopping you except you. Like you put in the work, you backtest, you test your strategy, you get confidence in your model, you find out how to properly execute it in live time. And like, don't listen to anyone, bro. There's going to be so many people telling you this trading stuff doesn't work out. Don't listen to a single one of them. Like, how many people are actually successful traders? You should thank you for your advice, bro. Yeah. Like, always think about, like, you got to take advice from where it's coming, right? Like, a lot of the people that tell me day trading is never going to work out, it's because in their mind, it couldn't work out for them. Like, they could never comprehend living a lifestyle where they never had guaranteed income. They could never comprehend a lifestyle where they're using their intelligence to only work for 1 hour a day and have the rest of their day to themselves, right? Like they're projecting onto you. Just because someone else is not capable of doing something doesn't mean they have to bring you down, bro. Like, only you are the person that can set the limit on yourself. Like, no one else can set limits on you, bro. You said preach. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say, but for all you guys, I mean, I will be live yet again, Monday through Friday, every single week. I cannot guarantee this win streak will stay. I mean, if anything, the longer it goes on, the higher probability it's going to end. But I try to make all these as educational for you guys as I can. I try to give you guys all the stuff that I've learned. Like, how did I get to this point, right? Like how did I take 4 weeks with no losing days? I tell you guys day in and day out what I'm doing, and I ask you guys at the end of every stream, do you guys have any questions? So please, like, let me know any questions you have. I'd be happy to benefit you guys. Like, that's why I ask. Like, I do it for a reason. But I don't think I have anything else to say. And if none of you guys are in that free Discord, I have my free Discord in that pinned comment. You guys can tag me at any time. I post a stream schedule. I post a stream schedule on my Instagram story as well. And also check out Alpha Futures if you guys are looking for a prop firm to trade with. But I appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by. W day, W week. We'll be back next week. But I hope you guys all have a great weekend. And I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. You said, how do you do backtesting? I just use a software called FX Replay. So, I know I just wrapped up, but, oh, I'm showing you, cool. Where is FX Replay? I'll just show you FX Replay real quick before I get off. So that's the website, right? FX Replay. So I have an account already. Please don't show my email. That just hit me. It's not gonna show my email, right? Cool. So here's FX Replay. So you can start a session, right? So I mean, trust me, I test a lot of things. Like I know I might have a low win rate on some of these things, but so I can say, like, this is the starting date, right? So see, it starts May 4th to December 25th, and it gives me all these like statistics on my trades, and then I can go to the chart. He said, sorry to ask while you're wrapping up. No, you're good. I love when people ask questions. I do it for a reason. But so this is FX Replay, right? So you can see this is Thursday, the 12th of January or June, whatever it is, right? But so I can click with my keyboard and I can just replay minute by minute, and I can stop whenever I want, right? And I can even fast forward. So I'll hit go to New York session, right? So this is Friday, the following day. I can go like the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and I can have NQ and ES pull up side by side. And I'll even take a trade just to show you, right? So like, let's say I put that thing, I hit, so you can say, am I buying or selling? Is this a stop, a market, or limit? So you can set, like, let's say if we break above this high, you can set stops, you can set limits, markets, obviously, right? Am I risking, right? 1% of the account, it's going to calculate that for you. And you can even set multiple TPs if you want. So like, let's say I'll set a partial, right? 50% at 400, right? And you can even go auto break even. So let's say if we hit 1-to-1, or if we hit like a certain price, I'll go break even. And from there, you can even add all these tags. So you said, what's the average duration of a trade that you take, by the way? I really like the channel. Found you a couple days. I appreciate that, bro. Honestly. You said I gotta go. See you on Monday, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, Ricardo. But so yeah, but you can add tags, the thing I was saying, right? So I can add tags. Then let's say I test like 3 weeks. I can go back and I can say, how many trades, if I just look at the inversion fair value gaps, worked out? Or if I only took trades with SMTs, like, what are my stats based on that? That will easily allow you to do that. So you can hit save, or you can hit save in journal. So I don't think the, oh, my break-even value is stupid. Whatever. So if I hit save in journal, I don't think it's going to show you guys. How am I going to show you guys? Well, I mean, oh wait, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, cool. You can see that. So this is the journal. It might look a little funny. Yeah, whatever, close enough. So you can click add screenshot. It's going to automatically carry over the screenshot from TradingView. And you can even do checklists where, like, I don't even trade supply and demand anymore. This is a hot minute ago, but like, I could put a checklist, and for every trade I take, I could make myself manually go through this list and check off all these boxes. And then you can put like confidence level, trade rating. You can type in notes, and then I'll save it, right? I mean, I don't use this thing, but if I did use it, it would show like almost like a Top Step X calendar. It would show like green and red days, how many trades you took, how much you're up or down, and you can click on it and you can see each of those journal entries. So it'll show you like how that trade performed, and you can go back later though and look at all your stats. It's honestly really helpful. And I guess the last thing I'll show you here, go back to the chart. Cool. Yeah, so I have my buy stop. So I got triggered into this buy stop, right? So it shows me I'm up 222. I can move my stop if I want. Now that I'm in the position, I can move my partials, right? So I just partialed. I got stopped to break even after I partialed, right? So now I can go to my analytics. And like, this is the calendar. This is another calendar, but see, there's that trade I just took. So it's one trade, $137 I lost. And it'll show you like your average trades per day. Oh, and someone asked, what's the average duration of my trade though? So for me to tell you that one, I think Top Step X will just tell me. I'd be forgetting. Oh, it's right here. Average trade duration. So I guess my average trade duration in the past like month and a half has been 10 minutes and 44 seconds. But I mean, it's not like I'm just trading for 10 minutes. I mean, I have to sit here and do all this analysis, and then from there I'm pretty much waiting for the right opportunity for me to make like however much money in 10 minutes. But oh, and also I know I just spitted about FX Replay. If you guys want to check out FX Replay, I have the link in my profile, and if you use discount code TIMB272, it's going to get you 15% off FX Replay, and I'm pretty sure it's a reoccurring discount. So like it's 15% off for a bit. It's not just the first month, I'm pretty sure. I really should be more confident in that, but it definitely gets you 15% off the first month, FX Replay, and I have the link in my profile. But honestly, I'm not going to lie, I got to start getting ready for work because I do still work my part-time job. But I appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by. I love all of you. I'll be back Monday through Friday next week. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace out.